When I started my law firm, we were doing all plaintiff side litigation work. And so usually there's about a year between when we sign up a new client and when the case settles, and we're waiting to the end to get paid. As my firm grew, I ran out of cash. And so that's what caused me to, take a look around and see which agencies would agree to defer their payment until my case is resolved. And there weren't any that were available to me, and that was the beginning of Steno.
For me, I really wanted to know, what's the real problem that we're trying to solve? Is it just this finance component, or is there more to this space than just this, and being a court reporting agency that offers these delay pay or litigation finance? So in that process, I went and actually interviewed probably 30 or 40 court reporters, just trying to understand what their problems were. And that's when it became clear to me that there really is something here. There's a big opportunity for us to be able to tackle this space.
And as it's played out now, some 3 years later, I think we're all just so happy that everyone's bought into it. A lot of that ties back to our core values. We have 3 core values. One is to be highly reliable, one is to operate with a hospitality mindset, and one is to constantly innovate.
One of our core values is to be highly reliable. And what that means is that we will never not cover a deposition for a client, because we know that there's just nothing worse than allowing that to happen. And we also always deliver on our promises. If we tell you that we're going to get something done for you, we will get it done, and you can count on our word. So that's extremely important to me.
The one that resonates with me the most is operating with a hospitality mindset. And the reason why that one's so important to me is, especially given the last industry I was in, which is the restaurant space, there's thousands and thousands of restaurants. And what makes a difference though between the best restaurants and the good restaurants? And a lot of that comes down to hospitality and ambiance. I saw that, and I wanted to bring that approach to what we were doing at Steno.
When I think about constantly innovating, I think about people that are curious. People that are going to explore and figure things out and go, okay, great, how does this actually work? I just want to understand how it works from the ground up, because if I understand how it works, then maybe I'll be able to come up with more creative solutions to ultimately solve problems.
I think there's a lot more that we can do to help lawyers be good lawyers. We're constantly talking to our clients and chatting with them about what would make their lives easier. How can we improve what it is that you're already doing? How can we make you a better attorney?
I think in large part the reason why it's taken so long to get here is lawyers like their routines, and they've done things for a long time in a certain specific way, and they've gotten very good at it. I think in a lot of ways, COVID pushed lawyers to be more well-rounded in terms of their expertise beyond just litigation itself. And I think that's what we're seeing now, is that attorneys are looking at this and saying, wow, this is like a massive opportunity that I can take advantage of for my practice, for myself, for my firm. And if I do it right, I'm going to be able to get outsized gains relative to my peers.
Every step along the way, we weren't just guessing what we thought would work for the customer. We would have an hypothesis and we put it in front of them, we'd validate it, and we'd move on. And to this day, the biggest differentiating feature is really the ease of use of Steno Connect. And we didn't invent video conferencing, that already existed. And when I think about our product process in general, we're not inventing new stuff. We're taking stuff that exists, but we're trying to make it as easy to consume for these attorneys as possible.
At its core, Steno is a court reporting agency. But importantly, where we are different than your average court reporting agency is that we also offer litigation finance, and we also offer unmatched technology. And you put those 3 together in terms of the services, the technology, and the financing all under one umbrella, we can deliver value to attorneys that they never knew was even possible.